Hello there. Welcome back. I hope that you all are doing fantastic. And I hope you had the opportunity to stream the SU live graduation the other day at the Hyatt in Redondo Beach. It was quite lovely. Many of us were there enjoying ourselves and feeling very chilly. It was very cold. But on that note of chill, I wanted to kind of address the holidays. So, how's everyone doing in the middle of all of the madness? It's the end of the year, everyone's shopping and they're eating too much and they're feeling crazed. So, I thought today we could dedicate some time to easing our way through, as well as talking about some very quick tips of choosing the best route when things are very high filled energy wise. So, for one, if you have a holiday dinner that you have to attend this year or the many parties, you can have a choice that you're going to make, right? Before you even go to the party, think about the timing. So, if you're going to do something in the evening, try to eat something before so you're not eating your heaviest meal in the evening, Ayurvedically speaking, because you want to have your highest, strongest, most fulfilling and nutritious meal in the middle of the day when your digestion is the strongest between 12 and 2. Now, a lot of these evening events are going to take place at 5, they're going to take place at 8, and maybe even later, right? You're going to run into later dinner. So if you find yourself in this habitual experience of eating very late, just try and make the adjustment. You know, you're going to have a couple days, just don't make it every day, right? And if you're going to have a drink, if you do drink, have the drink instead of the dessert. Or if you're going to have both, maybe ration and do half, right? Small steps to create better habits. And at the end of the day, while you're taking time off, really get some sleep, rest, recuperate, rejuvenate. And then when we start to get back into the new season, do yourself a favor and really try to get your circadian rhythms back into that closer to when the sun comes up. And also, as the sun goes down, start to wind down and really honor your body and get yourself into a more balanced situation. Because I don't know if you've noticed, but oftentimes when we sleep in or nap, you know, we're more lethargic. So we have more lethargy, more heaviness. And, you know, even though it's a good time to take more rest, it may be ideal for you to plan it more accordingly. So that way it's more measured. We all do better on a schedule. So keep that in mind, keep it very broad, but also acknowledge the fact that if you do actually want to get ahead of being behind, for all the people that start in January, you want to be one of the people that's already doing it, right? So today we're going to take that approach and get on top of things, and we're going to start into a nice, brisk, classical Pilates warm-up. At the very end, we'll do some really simple Virabhadrasanas, the warrior poses, and some nice breathing. And to begin, we'll start breathing, all right? I'll bring you down here with me. And we will get this party started. Let me see here. I think my plug is a little twisted. All right, now we're ready. And I'm going to bring you back here with me to my mat. Okay, perfect. Thank you for your patience. All right, so from here, we will start seated as we usually do. And if you need to sit in a chair, then you will. And we'll get some very basic moves in. Okay. Starting with a nice reach. Reach the right arm up. Bring it down. Reach the left arm up. And bring it down. So really thinking about what we would call like pulling the rope, right? So reach the arm up. And then you're going to exhale, and as you exhale, pull the fist all the way down toward the hips, and then same thing in the opposite arm, in through the nose. Exhale, bring the arm down. Really intentionally inhaling, exhale through the nose. All right, breathe and reach. Then do a nice neck roll around. And while we're doing the neck rolls, also keep in mind, when we're doing all of this holiday cheer business, really think about Balance. What can I do so I'm not overloading myself? One more time, the opposite direction to the left. Up. And last one, circle the head around, stretching your neck, keeping the shoulders stable and heavy. Good, and then we'll do one more cycle. Reach the arm up. Walking is great too. One more time. Good. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, pull them both down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bring it down. Good, and then we're gonna reach, pulling the shoulder, just kind of making a large circle, reaching the elbow forward, allowing it to open all the way back. So these can be done totally in a chair, right? You don't have to be sitting on the floor. Work on your posture while you're here. Isolating the rest of the torso while you reach your elbow forward, lubricating the joint in the shoulder. And then we'll reverse it and breathe and circle open. And up. 3. And 2 more. Good. One more time. All right, so now that we've done that, we'll do the same thing opposite side. Bring the palms to the shoulder cap, the deltoid. Inhale, reach up. And around. And reach it up. And then we'll do a little bit more undulation in the torso when we do both arms. 3, 2, 6, both directions. 2 more. And 1. All right, let's do the breathing. 2, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Again, breathe. 3, 4, and 5. One more time. And circle. Good. Now this time, bring both palms to the shoulders. We're going to reach the elbows together. Look up, open the elbows, and drop the head. And so you show this really beautiful stretch through the upper and lower back. Drop the head, really focusing and zooming in on the shoulder blades. So stretching out the upper thoracic spine here. Deltoids, rhomboids lift up, looking toward the ceiling, elbows. Chest opens again, round the back, drop the head or reach it on forward. 3 more. Good. 2. And one more time. It should feel really good. All right, then we're going to reverse it. Bring it forward, drop the head down, stretching out the upper back. Elbows are going to open out to the side. We'll do 6 rounds again. Good again. And open. And 3 more. And 2. One more time. And from this position, reach the right arm up, stretch all the way over. Bend the elbows, you look down. Good, especially if you have anything going on with your, in the above clavicle area. It's really a nice way to open that space up. Reach. Good, and then you're just gonna hug yourself, so bring both palms around the upper shoulders, drop the head down. And the head, chest, chin, release. All right, same thing. Reach, let the other arm go on top, hug, drop the head down. And up. And release. Good. Now from this position, we're going to have you lie flat onto your back, and then we'll move into the next series. All right, 1 second. All right. So lie onto your back. We'll go through a nice simple series of 5. Right? Fly is going to lower the body all the way down. Round your back. Reach the arms above you to start. Take a nice cleansing breath. Exhale. Again, breathe in. And exhale. Inhale, stretching out the spine, reaching through the heels. Good, all right? And before we get into the classical Pilates, let's just do some really introductory moves so we can work into the whole concept of Paravaktasana, right? 2, which is really great for digestion and such, right? So reach the right leg up. You'll just reach it up to the ceiling on the inhale, and then exhale, lower the leg down, all right? Push the opposite heel into the floor as you do. Reach it up. Exhale, lower down. Again, breathe in, lift, and lower. And 4, lower. I'll slow down a little bit. And down, just in case. And if you find that it's really hard on your hip flexors, you can bend one knee while you're doing it. Or if you need to do half as much, you can as well. And 3 more. 2. And 1. Same thing opposite side. Breathe in. Exhale. Four. 5. Good. Notice my opposite knees bend. If you feel any tugging on the back, it's a great way to stretch your body. If you're moving too quickly or moving too largely, make the adjustment, make it personalized for yourself. Again, breathe in, exhale. 2 more. 1 more time, breathe in, lift. Exhale, rest, all right? So check in with your lower back and your lower body. Bend both knees. We're going to do the same concept. This time I want you to start with your knees bent, because I feel like when your body isn't warm, if you start to take the legs up, the pelvis starts to do all kinds of moves. If you have a lot of mobility, it doesn't. But if you do, generally speaking, it's nicer to start in a real neutralized position. Press your feet down onto the floor. Feel the pelvis nice and anchored, and press your palms down. Reach your right leg up. And you're going to draw a circle on the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, center. While you circle the leg around, press the opposite foot into the floor, right? Breathe and circle. Exhale, lift. If you want to challenge yourself, you can circle the leg a little bit wider as long as the knee stays put. 2. Exhale, lift. 3. 4. 5. All right, we'll reverse it. 5 and 5. And draw it down and lift. Breathe. 3 more. 2 more. Great. All right, pull that knee into the body, give it a nice stretch. Lower the leg down. Same thing, opposite leg. Reach the leg up to the ceiling. Circle the leg open out to the side. Exhale to bring the leg back to center. Inhale. Three more. Notice if there's any difference on the side. And 1. All right. Reverse the circle. Same thing. Press down. You're going to open around. Press your hands into the floor so the upper back and the triceps are helping you stabilize your pelvis as you do the movements. 2 more. And 1 more time. Good. So that should feel reasonable, right? You want to challenge yourself, you can do the same round again. Otherwise, extend the legs if you want to go a little bit further. So I recommend starting here. Stretch both legs out, press the hands down, reach the leg up, and you're going to keep one leg extended, pressing that foot down, pressing the hands down, circle around 5 times again. Remember, you don't have to let the leg get, go crazy. You can keep it small like this too. And 2 more. 1 more time. Exhale, switch legs, all right? Same thing. Press the opposite leg down, circle around 5 times. 4. The whole time, the supporting leg is doing most of the work by keeping your body stable. 2 more. 1 more time. Reverse, other way, 4, 5. 4. 3, and if you're like most people in the world, this probably feels challenging unless you've been working out every day. Most people are really busy right now. And lower both legs down. Reach the arms up. Just stretching out the chest, reaching through the heels. It should feel really good. And then bring both hands down to the side of the waist, and we're going to do the next exercise. Just curl the knee into the chest and pull the knee in as you try to kiss the knee to the forehead, and then release. Same leg. Again, exhale, same thing like you did on the first time. Press this foot into the floor while it's long, and then reach it on out. 3 more. Exhale, pull it in, and release. And 2, and release. Stretching out the lower back, addressing the abdomen and addressing the digestion. 1 more time. Good, and release. I just want to check something here. Make sure it says more than one. I don't know what that means, but yeah. Carrying on. All right, we're going to move on to the second leg. I just want to make sure that this thing is working. It says it's still streaming, but some sort of error popping up. All right, same thing. Exhale, pull it on in. Inhale, lower down. Again, exhale, pull it in. And lower. And 3. And if you just ate, you might want to take this one out and come back to the video because it's not ideal to eat and then immediately start moving. Down. 1 more time. Exhale, pull it in. Good. And release. All right. Stretch the arms up. Take a nice deep breath, and now have you roll over onto your side and come on up. All right. From here, we're going to keep both knees bent. I'm going to see if I can refresh this because it seems like it's doing something strange. Send one stream. I'm not sure what's happening. All right, we'll just move on. All right, both knees are going to be bent. Let's have the top knee shift to the back. And you're going to inhale, reach the arm all the way up. Look down toward the opposite arm, stretching out the waist. Again, you can do this in a chair. You don't have to be in this position. Come all the way back up. And then you're just going to look to the back of the room. And then come back to center. Reach over. Stretching out the waist, the hip, the knee. And bring it back. Or not. Sitting in the chair, just stretching the laterals and stretching the shoulder and waist. Also addressing the spine as well as your digestion. And remember, please don't try anything new. Always check in with your GP first. Swing the legs around. Breathe and reach the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees to the opposite side. Right? So we started with the knees bent here. You can shift one knee back if possible. Otherwise, you're seated in the chair. Okay? You'll inhale. You'll reach one arm over, stretching out the waist, stretching out the hip. And bring it back. And turn toward the back of the room. And return. Exhale, lean. And bring it back. And away from the camera. And again, one more time. Actually, we're going to do 2 more times. And look back. Stretching out the waist and the hip. Last one. These sort of things are really good if you can get down here. Especially if you have been walking and you haven't really been moving the lower half of your body as much as it can be moved, right? So bend both knees, let both knees open. All right, and we're gonna do some really simple just stretches here, all right? Hopefully if you don't have any hip or knee issues, you'll be able to do these. We'll start with one. You'll pull the knee into the body as you breathe in. Exhale, open, and forgive me because I wanted to do some more classical Pilates, but this is a nice introduction. Sometimes, instead of going straight into it after we've been doing preparation, it's better to start where we're just really addressing the 1s and 2s. One more time, inhale, breathe, and pull the knee into the chest. Exhale, open the knee. All right, same thing opposite side. Pull the knee in. It's like right in front of the belly, in front of the intestines, right? Squeezing the knee toward the front of the chest, stretching the hip and lower back, and then letting that knee open. And pull it in as you breathe. Exhale, press it out. And it doesn't have to look this large. It can be smaller. It can stay here and here. Again, breathe. Exhale. And 2 more. Exhale. One more time, pull the knee in. And exhale. Now we're going to do both. So pull both knees in toward the body. Squeeze and open. Press. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. 2 more. Exhale. One more time. Breathe. Beautiful. Exhale. From here, just get really tall. Grab what you can. Lengthen through the waist. And you're going to pitch the body weight slightly forward as the chest opens. And then you're going to allow your body to round down if possible. Release your head. Breathe into the lower back and the hips. 3 deep breaths here. Again, inhale. Get tall. Breathe again. Pitch the body forward to stretch out the lower back if it's available. This is also an option for you to sit up against the wall, all right? And then you're going to stretch one leg out and then the other leg out. Now, if this is too much for both legs to be open, we can start with one knee bend, and I'll do that because everybody is different. If you're even down here, right? So bend one knee, take a nice deep breath. If this is too much, you can prop up on a little bolster or a couple blankets, right? Or you can keep both knees bent, all right? And you're just gonna flex through one foot. If it doesn't extend fully, that's fine. You can just allow the knee to stay and give yourself 5 breaths instead. Inhale, exhale. Breathe in and breathe out, right? So you're breathing in and out. You can accompany that breathing with the flexing and pointing of the foot, working on both hips staying down into the floor. If you're not all the way down here, you'll just be breathing in position. You can even do this exercise with your back on the floor and your legs on the wall, right? We've done this before. If you go back into the archives, right? Same thing here, flex the foot. So if it's too much on your hamstrings, pointing and flexing the foot, you can find the wall, lay your body flat, and your legs go up on the wall, and you're doing the same exercise, breathing, or you're just sitting with the legs up as you breathe into the lower back, hips, hamstring. It's nicer when you take gravity off of the legs because you get a little bit more movement in the hamstrings. As well as just, it's more approachable, right? Breathe 2 more. One more time. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Now from here, both legs are going to open either on the wall or on the mat. And you're just going to breathe as you point both feet. Both hands can be behind you or in front of you. And breathe in. Exhale. Again. Breathe more. 2 more. One more time. Breathe in. And out. And then you're going to reach over. Stretch it out. Stretch how you can. Bring it all the way back up. Other side. Breathe. You should feel it in that inner thigh, hamstring. If you're down here, then breathe and lean over. And then you're going to let your fingertips walk toward the front, if possible, and then come back to the same side you came from. Bring that one arm up, and we'll start on the other side. And reach on over, stretch. Keep the body as long as you can as you walk on over. Good, and then come all the way around. We're going to go back. So go back to the other side. Walk back this way. Good. And then from here, you're just going to allow your elbows to come down and take a deep breath. If your elbows don't go down, you'll stay standing up the whole time and just ankle circle around. Okay. But not where you can be on the wall. You don't have to be down here with me. If it's too much for your lower back, too, or your hamstrings, or if your legs don't straighten here, all of that is all fine. All right? Breathe into the lower back, and then slowly shake the legs out. Bring them together. Good. And then find your way to all fours. From here, tuck both of your toes behind you and just breathe into them. All right, stretching out feet. If it's too much on your big toes and your toes don't curl this much, you can do 1 foot at a time. You can just back off. You're going to breathe into the heels, unhook the toes, sit back toward the heels. Tuck the toes. Bring them off. Tuck them in. And bring them down and tuck them. All right? If it's available to you, you can sit all the way up onto the knees and stay here for just 3 to 4 breaths. Right. And now that you're done breathing, allow your body to lean again, side lateral flexion. If this position is not for you, you'll be sitting in a chair, just leaning over, stretching one side of the waist. And bring it all the way back up. Same thing, opposite side. Breathe and lean. And bring it all the way back up. All right, so we talked about doing Virabhadrasana. Now, if it's okay for you to be on your knees, you're going to bring one foot up. All right. Now, this is a nice modification for those who don't want to do the full expression of the movement. All right, arms are going to reach out. And you're just going to lean forward and stretch out that inner thigh. And then come back up. All right, so it's like you're going into a warrior two. It's a nice little modification if your knees are happy. Otherwise, you can be standing with a chair in front of you or the wall doing the same thing. All right, breathe and lean as you press into that foot. Exhale. 2 more, breathe and lean. Exhale. One more time, breathe, pull the navel in as you reach. Notice how my arms are reaching like 2 people are pulling me. Then you're gonna switch it out. Same thing, opposite leg. You can also roll your mat so it's doubled underneath your knee and you have a little bit more support, all right? Same thing, arms reaching out and you'll reach down and you'll notice a difference on each side. So one side might be a little stronger than the other. Both arms are reaching and bring it back up. Again, bend and press the foot that's down. And bring it back. 3 more. Find the abdomen, pull it in and up. And 2, press, press, press. 1 more time, breathe and press. Good, all right. Now, coming off the knees. Now, you can stay down there if that works better for you. Otherwise, you're gonna come back here with me. And we'll do the same thing. The modification is on the knees, or you can even have yourself against the wall, right here. So start with both legs in parallel. The feet are going to be planted down, and then turn both of your feet out. The front leg, which will be my right, possibly your left if you're mirroring me, we'll just bend, right? So we're doing the same thing with the knee down on the ground, and then stretch back up. While you're here, if you feel like you can't bring the knee over your ankle, you might need a smaller stance, or you might need to just hold onto a chair or the wall, okay? And then come back up. So we're gonna do that 3 times. Breathe and bend the knee. Bring it back up. And 2, if you'd like a little bit more of a challenge, you can stay there and hold the position, the warrior 2 position the whole time with 5 breaths, okay? Same thing, opposite side. Same thing, turn that leg in, turn the opposite leg out, bend the knee, and bring it back up. Press into the front, big toe, pinky toe, and heel. The outside of the back foot should be wrapping down toward the floor here. All right, 3 more. All right, your legs and feet are active. They're not sort of just kind of sitting and hunkering down. You really are actively reaching through the arms, bending and activating the legs. 1 more time, bend. Good, and turn it in. So you're gonna Susie Q the legs and feet together here. Good, and you should feel a difference in your hips and legs just from bending and straightening them after being down on the floor. And we'll also go into the warrior 2 position, yeah? Or that was warrior 2, we're gonna go into warrior 1. So for warrior 2, the feet start, I'm gonna kind of talk through the feet really quick because it's one of those situations that if the feet aren't correct, a lot of things can go left. Your feet face the front. They start with both feet going directly in front, wider than the hips, right? And then it's almost like you take your whole foot, turn it out, turn it back in. And then you're in the right place. It's like one of your legs' distance. It's really important that it's the distance of one of your legs, not more, not less, yeah? And you'll figure it out really quickly based on your body. So with warrior 1, the same thing is right. The only difference is your body turns, the arms reach, okay? If you don't want to put your hands up, you don't have to. The only difference is the position of your torso, right? The legs are in the same place, but you turn your waist And your body's intention, waist, ribs all go to this direction, right? As if you were gonna go here. And then you'll straighten that leg up. So same thing, we'll do that 5 times. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, straighten. If you want more, you can stay there the whole time, breathe 5 times, or reach the arms up to the ceiling. And lift, getting the body moving a bit. 2, walking is also very wonderful during the holiday, after dinners, especially if they're late dinners. Last time, bring it in, switch sides, right? So same thing, turn that leg out. This knee, same thing you did when you were doing Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2, turn the waist so the legs are staying in the same position. The only thing happens is the knee bends. So the hips, the pelvis is going with you as much as it can with the back leg turned out. If that's too much on your knee, you can come up, right? But if you didn't do that on the first side, make sure you do things to match so they're symmetrical on both sides as much as you can. Unless you are in a position where you need to repair. Straighten, we're doing this 5 times, otherwise you're staying in position and breathing if you want to challenge. You want an even bigger challenge, the arms fully express up. 2 more. And 1 more time. Perfect, all right? So, how are your legs? They should feel good, all right? Reach the arms all the way up toward the ceiling. You're gonna bend both knees, let your body soften and release the head. Grab what you can in terms of the feet. And this is called, if available to you, it's called wind releasing pose. So if your hands can't get down to your feet, you can put them on the shins or put them on the knees. And you're just dropping the head down, lifting the hips up. And then you're gonna bend the knees down. Now, if you can't go this slow, you can stay up halfway, just go up, up, until you can fully go here. Hips go up, and hips go down. Hips go up, and hips go down. So the pelvis is trying to go up to the ceiling. You're grabbing onto the feet in whatever capacity. The legs don't have to straighten. Give me 2 more, just like that. Breathe in as you lower down. Exhale, bring the hips up. And you'll notice the difference in one leg versus the other if you have a more dominant leg. Mine is my right. Exhale, press down to the floor, lift the hips. And then finally lower down to the knees, right? You can go into a child's pose from here. Release the head. Take a nice deep inhale into the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. 1 more deep breath in. Exhale. And because we didn't get to any posterior muscles, instead of us going into the breathing, since we did get to do a little bit in the very beginning with the exercises, I'm going to have you come to Sphinx pose if it's okay for your lower back. Both hands go down. You're propping up onto the elbows. Pulling the navel in and up, and feel your upper back, your lower body pulling the abdomen off your mat so that way you activate the posterior muscles a bit, all right? So from here, press the palms down, pull the abdomen in and up, and then look to the right. Drop the head down, around, lift up, come to the center. Same thing opposite way. Look to the left, drop the head down, around, and center. Last one, look to the right, drop the head down, around, and center, and circle to the left, down, around, center. All right, release your head. Take a nice deep inhale into the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. 2 more breaths. Stretching out the neck. Breathe in. And out. Switch ears. So while you're breathing in through the nose and exhaling out through the mouth, you should feel the vertebra in the back lengthen. Sense of relief that as you breathe in, the oxygen allows the spinal cord to expand and lengthen. And as you release the breath, everything slowly comes closer together. The vertebra expand, lengthen, And the exhale, soften and get closer together. Good. And from here, you're going to come all the way back up to all fours. And come forward. And bid you adieu. All right? So I hope that felt like you were acknowledging your body, right? We went through some really simple things. I really thought about pushing through doing a little bit more of the rigorous Pilates practice that we've done, and it is available on here. But sometimes it's nice to go through the Padavaktasana 1, Padavaktasana 2 series, because it really allows you to connect into your body and include pranayama, the breathing exercises simultaneously, to feel everything open up and make yourself available. Sometimes just doing the breathing and then going into something more rigorous is also an option. But always check in with your body when you do any of the videos and decide, okay, I'm gonna go a little bit further today. Okay, I'm pulling back. Really listening to both sides of the body, and when you need to take a break, take one. You can always do the video a little bit later on, right? It'll be here for you. And I believe next week we're not here next week because the SCU is actually closed. So sometimes I'll still continue to go on, but because we're not going to be providing video services, I won't see you until the new year, which is kind of sad, but I'll be here, all right? So I won't see you next Thursday, but I'll see you after January 1st. So the first Thursday after the 1st of January, I'll see you on here, I hope. And remember, it's always challenging to get on here, but once it's done, it's done. So please, feel free to always come, support, chat, all of those good things. And until January 2026, have an amazing season and time off. And I look forward to what we are going to bring to the new year. And we still have the videos you can do all throughout, so please take advantage. It's really such a beautiful resource. Until then, I'm Natalie Rand, Ayurvedic practitioner, whole health PhD candidate. Have a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. Ciao.